In human history, volcanic eruptions have caused more than 450,000 direct fatalities, whether it be through poison gas, tsunamis, pyroclastic flows, lahars, or other hazards. But which of these volcanoes are the deadliest? While several of these volcanoes are well known, such as Vesuvius or Pele, others are quite likely to surprise you, such as Grímsvötn. Yes, that almost completely glacier-covered volcano in Iceland. Today's video will answer this question by quickly going over the 25 deadliest volcanoes during the Holocene or since 9700 BCE. Let's begin starting at the bottom. Rankings denote the total number of deaths a volcano has caused across the combination of all of its eruptions instead of only ranking its single deadliest eruption. In 25th place, causing 2,040 deaths during its history, we have Japan's Asama volcano. Asama has produced 10 major eruptions during the Holocene, the last of which occurred in 1783, causing 1,400 deaths due to lahars and 466 deaths from pyroclastic flows. In 24th, we have Mexico's El Chichon volcano, which is one of a select few volcanoes around the planet that in its recent history has always produced a major explosive eruption whenever it does end up erupting, rating on the Volcanic Explosivity Index as a 3, 4, or 5. However, all of its deaths are attributed to its Plinian 1982 eruption. Indonesia's Mingkian volcano ranks 23rd due to a deadly 1760 eruption, while Mount Mayon in the Philippines ranks 22nd. Papua New Guinea's Lamington volcano ranks 21st, Indonesia's Papandayan volcano ranks 20th, albeit largely due to a large landslide in 1772, and the Hebok volcano in the Philippines ranks 19th with 3,000 fatalities caused. In 18th place, the Kikai caldera is quite interesting, as this largely submarine caldera produced the largest explosive volcanic eruption of the Holocene in 5284 BCE that sent pyroclastic flows up to 100 kilometers to the north. Thus, the number of deaths these scorching pyroclastic flows and surges caused is merely an estimate. In 17th place, we have Indonesia's Galungun volcano, 16th place is Guatemala's Santa Maria volcano, 15th place is Ecuador's Tungurahua volcano, and 14th place is Indonesia's Mount Merapi volcano. 13th place is Iceland's Grímsvötn volcano, and this entry is quite interesting. As the single most active volcano in historical times in all of Iceland, Grímsvötn's eruptions, while explosive, have largely not caused any fatalities. And yet, between 1783 and 1784, it produced an enormous flank eruption to its southwest that both covered 565 square kilometers in lava flows, but also ejected large volumes of fluorine and ashen tephra. This ash contaminated both crops and drinking water, leading to widespread deaths from brittle bones. In 12th place, we have Indonesia's Owu volcano, while in 11th place, we have Indonesia's Raung volcano, the latter of which destroyed a major city with pyroclastic flows in 1593, killing 10,000 people. 10th place goes to Japan's Unzen volcano, 9th place to Indonesia's Kelut volcano, which is famous for its deadly lahars and frequent large explosive eruptions, and 8th place goes to Rinjani in Indonesia, which collapsed into a large caldera in 1257 CE. 7th place goes to Italy's Mount Vesuvius, which produced multiple highly lethal eruptions from the Bronze Age to the modern era, and Colombia's Nevado del Ruiz volcano is in 6th place. Martinique's Pele volcano is in 5th, Greece's Santorini volcano is in 4th, and Indonesia's Krakatau volcano is in 3rd. Tambora, also in Indonesia, which collapsed into a major caldera in 1815 and caused the so-called Year Without a Summer, falls in 2nd place. And in 1st place, we have El Salvador's Ilopango volcano, which wiped out 100,000 Maya via absurdly extensive and far-reaching pyroclastic flows and heavy ashfall during its caldera-forming eruption in 431 CE. As you might have noticed, 3 nations appear on this list more than once. The Philippines appears twice, Japan appears 3 times, and Indonesia appears 10 times. The main reason why so many highly lethal volcanoes exist in Indonesia are due to its high population density. For example, did you know that Indonesia's island of Java by itself has a higher population than all of Russia, despite being less than 1% of its size? For a volcano to earn a spot on the aforementioned list, it needed to exist in close enough proximity in the past to a large enough population center to have caused many fatalities. This is why no volcanoes on this list are in Antarctica. As a final note, I would like to thank this channel's patrons on Patreon and channel members on YouTube for supporting my work.